How's everybody doing? As you can see, I'm in my neighborhood. We're getting ready to head out on an adventure. My name's Dave. Welcome to Van Camp 402. Dogs are on leash. We're all legal. And we are heading out for an excellent camp today. The reason I've got the dogs out so early is I'm not taking them today. That last camp, it was tough. The weather wasn't great, and there were a lot of people around in that campground, and it just didn't necessarily work with the dogs super well. We're just gonna get out, and hopefully this turns out to be a really nice spot. It's a place I've been trying to get to for a couple years, honestly. It just hasn't worked out, and I'm gonna take you folks along. Let's go check it out. Folks, we are in Woodbine, Iowa. Beautiful little small town. Really nice brick Main Street. They have this cool grain elevator here. As you can see, as you come into town, it is windy, and we're gonna get, I believe, a little weather change here very shortly. Supposed to have some rain coming in, and I think this is our high right now. Temperature's just supposed to start dropping. What should make for a good camp, right? Bad weather makes good pictures. We're almost there. Let's get out there. As you can see, they have a really nice display here with the Loess Hills. Explains about being sculpted by wind and water. Probably one of my favorite areas in America is this region. Pretty much grew up in this area, so always feels like home being here. So, and it's cool how they showcase this stuff and help educate people about it. So if you do want to learn about the Loess Hills, this is one of the better places to come and check it out. Absolutely beautiful deck and sitting area that they have up here. Laura, really nice to meet you. She didn't want to be on camera, which I understand. I don't want to be on camera either. But Laura was the person that checked me in, and I was able to pay with my credit card here. If you come during business hours, you're able to do that, I believe. They do have an Iron Ranger down there, and you can register down there also if you want. So there sounds like there's only 2 of us for now in the whole campground, which is kind of cool. I got site 6, and we'll show you when we get down there. We're a beautiful spot right on the lake. But like I was saying, this little area up here, you can access at any time. Man, it's kind of nice to get out of the wind, a little cover up here, and what a beautiful piece of property, right? Willow Lake does offer a couple of cabins, and I don't remember the price. Look it up. I want to say I believe they were a little bit more. I want to say they were $100 a night compared to like the $50 at a couple of those other parks, but I think they're also a little bit bigger cabin. We are all checked in. Let's get in the van. Let's go get camp set up. I want to get a hike in and maybe get the drone up before it gets too rainy and dark out. But we just came to the Willow Lake Nature Center. We're all checked in. We're leveled up. Feels good to be in camp. What have I not checked yet? I'm such an idiot. What have I not checked? All right, let's go check I'm assuming it's good. We're at the end of the year, end of the season for in here, and I'm guessing everything worked all summer. Otherwise, the late Laura would have said something up there. But let's get plugged in. Doesn't look too bad for a box. We'll go there. All right. You folks with me? Sorry. We'll edit that jostling out. Okay. Will we get the pop? Willow Lake, are you with us? See what happens. We have power. Kind of knew we would. Wasn't super worried about it. Still on the fence if I'm going to deploy the awning or not. It is supposed to be really windy, but we're down in this hollow and we're not getting a ton of wind. Also not getting a ton of cell service down here either. So if you're trying to text me today on this camp, I'm probably not responding. I have Verizon and I do not have much service down in here. I definitely do not have service in the van at all, which is going to stink if it starts raining really hard. So I haven't decided on the awning yet or not. I do have the picnic table kind of set up where I can use it a little bit. We are going to use outdoor cooking tonight for our dinner. Stoked about what's coming for that. My main goal today, what's our main goal? Have a good time. No police, no hospitals. Go for a hike, have a fire, good dinner, safe. I think we got it all covered. We will be raiding this campground in the morning. I'm going to do some poking around. I want to get the drone up and explore the facilities here a little bit, and we'll work on our rating system for this camp. Folks, thanks for coming along. This is going to be a good one. Anytime I'm camping and I'm on water like this, I love it. Stoked. I didn't know if you guys noticed, but I usually carry my standard, you guys have seen me plug that yellow extension cord in 100 times. And I just wanted to point out, I do carry this extra green one. It's not quite as robust. It's not rated as high as the yellow one. That's a lot thicker wire. I use that for running my space heater. Oh my goodness, I run a space heater in a camper. Man, you should see the stuff on Facebook about that right now. Man, that's just exploding. The only issue I've had with my space heater at all is this outlet where I connect in. When I unplug in the morning, sometimes it's just a little warm. And I've never felt like, oh my goodness, it's too warm or anything like that. I try and be a pretty good judge. Hey, I'm talking over here. All right, see, that's better. So anyway, we have this green one. I call this the fun extension cord. Grab the fun one. This is what I use for my lights, and we're gonna get those plugged in tonight. I'm guessing it's gonna be pretty dark down in here. I've already spotted, I think I can go from my roof rack over to that tree there, and I think that's gonna be actually pretty dang nice and make for some good pictures. That's what it's all about. It's funny to me, back in the day, used to rock climb a little bit and enjoyed some bouldering and scrambling and that type of stuff. I don't know that I'm up for all that now, but man, does that stuff come in handy down the road, you know? Just learning where to put your hands and feet, and I always feel like I know if I can, and I use that in the fire department too, I know if I can get a hand on something, I'm not going anywhere. Forever, right? So that's, I always feel anytime I'm like scared of heights, anything like that, I'm like, hey, if I got a hand on here, I'm good. So we're going to work our way back. Locked and loaded. All right, we're ready for the lights. I'll probably plug them in, I think. Might as well. It's getting dark out already. Got it, finally. Hopefully you folks heard that pheasant. You know, it's just one of those little things. Once you have the lights up and the rug down, we're in camp. It's a good place to be. Everything else is just gravy at this point. We got power. We're in a great spot. Folks, look at this. We got beachfront property again. In camp, you know, having a fire and a little body of water next to you, whether it's a lake or a river, just so relaxing. And look at our spot here. Just an incredible place to be. I got the water on this side and the van on this side. We're on this little peninsula. I am really thankful I did not bring the dogs. The amount of goose poop that is right here is amazing. And then also, this is basically a zero entry lake. My dogs would have been in this the entire time we were here. And then I have wet dogs sleeping in my van. So, and honestly, the amount of goose poop. And I was just looking, I was like, you know what? I can't wear these shoes in the van. We are definitely going to have indoor shoes today. Yeah. I need to grab my phone and let's check the weather. I want to get a chair set up here, and I want to show you this chair, and let's talk about it for a second. So we're looking at doing a couple of backpacking adventures. I want to do a backpack camp for you folks this winter yet. Man, here, let's just come over here, get out of the wind, sit down. There we go. How's that? So this is what I'm thinking, and if you folks have any other beta for me at all, I want to do like a standard cowboy roll, but with, so what I've seen online is you do, and they even had the dimensions, I think it was an 8x10 tarp, and then 2 wool blankets, and you basically wrap yourself up like a burrito. Sleep on the ground with that. I would, if it's pretty cold out, I'm gonna add a pad in there and probably a sleeping bag, to be honest with you. But that tarp that you lay down first, I believe it's a wax canvas, just mummy up in that and it keeps the weather off you. Instead of buying a bivy bag or anything like that, I just want to try this other way of like bivvying at night. It's called a cowboy camp, cowboy roll. Leads us to this chair. So the Colorado guys and I have been trying to formulate and plan our trip for next year for Colorado, and it's really looking like we're going to do something cool that involves some backpacking, like backpack into your camp, stay for like 2 nights in the backcountry, do some 14ers, hike back in, and then get back to your destination. I don't want to reveal too much about it. We're really excited about it. I just wanted to order a chair. This was off Amazon. It was like 35-40 bucks, and it's one of those that is like completely collapsible type deal. And as soon as we're talking here comes the rain. Evidently this is super important, but folks, watch how this thing deploys. Are you ready? Boom. That's it. That's all you got to do to deploy the base. And it's, I was amazed. It's rated at like 440 pounds, which, holy cow, that's 2 of me. Perfect. That'll work. The only tough part is this, where you sit is a little bit challenging to maneuver to get into proper sitting position. We'll get her set up here. It's starting to rain. You know what that means. I'm gonna have to put the tarp out, the awning out. What it does have here, look at this. It has these little pull. So this black pole right here has to go into this slot, and it has these handy pull things. All right, I gotta set you down. Has these handy little pull things that you just grab, which it really does. It makes it a lot easier. Boom, it's in. The tough one is the last one, of course. It's all basically just off tension. But folks, look at that. And how light. I mean, this thing is nothing. The cool part, it's super comfortable. Didn't think I was gonna like it. It sits a little bit lower than like my standard chairs. This thing's so comfortable. Literally amazing. I was worried about being able to get in and out. You saw that, just stand up. Kind of sits a little bit lower. Very satisfied with the $35 lightweight Amazon chair. Other cool thing is the folks that were staying here are leaving. Yippee! You know what that means? We get the whole campground to ourselves. Shh, don't tell anybody. Well, the rain is here. It's kind of, it's interesting. It's really coming down. I think I'm just gonna deploy the awning real quick. Kind of cool, the light. We have some really cool stuff going on. I just want to get this out so I can do some pictures real quick. Man, that heron, how cool is that? That guy's like right freaking here. I gotta get some pictures of him, but first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get camp set up. We're gonna get this awning out. Oh, hey, I gotta find those. I bought some cheap little lights, and Chefin actually set them up for me in that last camp. But we gotta get those out on the awning. I forgot about that. They're just like a AA battery light, and I'm gonna put those on the canopy tonight to go along with our others that we have strung already. Have not gotten a hike out yet. Fingers crossed. All right. Let's get this awning deployed. That wasn't bad at all. Awning is deployed. I can tell, like, man, we have some like really tumultuous weather. Just a really black cloud while I was setting up the tarp just to our east. I think we're in a pretty good, little bit of a severe weather type thing. They were even talking a little bit of thunder. I do have a bald eagle flying right over the lake right now. I'm guessing that's gonna stir up the geese. There is a kingfisher, and if you guys know birds, like that's one that's always been on my list. And I can see that little guy, he's blue and he's zipping around. That might be one of our goals for camp, is get a picture of that kingfisher. I don't know if I'm gonna. There is, I don't know if you can see with this wide of an angle, there's trees right there in the middle of the lake, and he's using that as a launch point. I just haven't been able to catch my big camera with him on that. Other than that, folks, I think we're gonna have just an absolutely perfect camp out here tonight. The highway noise is, you know, it's not my favorite. And I don't know if you folks can tell that. This road connects Woodbine and I believe, what is it, Pisgah. Connects Woodbine and Pisgah. I'm guessing kids out of school, a lot of farm traffic. It is also, oh, I forgot to mention this. You ready? Oh, we'll get back in this chair. Oh, very nice. It is also rifle deer week. That is the reason I am not in a wildlife management area. I always try and like be respectful. Those wildlife management areas this week just get absolutely hammered with rifle deer hunters. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a huge hunter. I honestly, folks, have never taken down a deer. It's flying right over right at us. That was awesome. I'm gonna try and zoom in on that digitally. Oh, he's coming back around. That goose, I don't know if you saw that. The goose that's right out here in the lake, he like ducked his head down as that eagle was flying over. Like, hey, leave me alone, man. That was kind of interesting. He is a bird of prey. It was interesting. They weren't like super scared of my drone. Most of the times, most birds are, you know, and I'm very wary of that. And oh man, that eagle's just doing laps back in here. He's looking for dinner. Hey, speaking of dinner, you saw what we grabbed at the store. What do you think? All right, folks, we are about geared up. I'm gonna take my 16 to 50 on my Nikon Z52. We're gonna go for a quick walk. I'm gonna throw I have a 70 to 200, 2.8. I'm gonna throw that guy on here, and we're just gonna use that instead of this. I think I'm gonna be, oh, come on, man. Bumping up into, oh, there we go. I think it was fighting me. Bumping up into some slow shutter speeds with some low light. Let's throw a different lens on real quick. All right, we got it. We're gonna go with this route, and that means to change camera straps. And we do need to kind of get out for a hike here real quick before it gets too dark. All right, I got my different camera strap on. I'll hook these guys up. Folks, I do have just a couple of quick shout outs. Just need to get caught up on that a little bit. But Stetson, this shout out's for you, a good friend of ours, and he watches the channel. A little bit younger guy, and I appreciate that. Stetson, hopefully we can get you out camping sometime. That'd be really cool. The other shout out, and this is kind of a big one, this is to my dad. So I don't know, can you see a resemblance? Is there anything there? Are you picking anything up? I saw, and I don't know if you folks noticed or not, but my dad commented recently on a recent video. That meant he had to go in and set up a YouTube account and do all that stuff. He'll send me a text once in a while or give me a call. Dad, thank you for setting up an account. That was pretty cool. We're just out here camping, right? My dad is a man of the land. Probably has his Eagle Scout 16 times over, right? For his outdoorsmanship. But Dad, shout out to you. We're in camp today. And we're getting ready to go on a hike. Let's do it. Let's do this. We're going to bring you along. Got the GoPro going here. It's really nice. We're kind of down here in this hollow. There's one person left up at the visitor center, and we're the only people in the park right now. Let's go for a quick walk. As you can see, folks, the light is dropping quickly. So I have not been in these yet. There's nobody else in the park. I do appreciate they're lighted. See what we got. What do you think? Oh. Yeah, 2 thumbs up. No thought about it. This is a nice restroom. Let's check the second one to see if they're honest or not, right? Oh yeah, great. Walnut Creek in Papillion had some pretty cool, and that's the only thing. Hey, let's talk about this real quick. So they have a stainless steel urinal and then like a plastic pit toilet. It's not bad at all. I always just feel like it's cleaner if it's stainless steel. I don't know, that plastic just grosses me out. White plastic. Very clean restrooms. Definitely, easily 2 thumbs up. Right here, this is your Iron Ranger, and this is also your jump off point for, holy cow, look at this. Oh man, they got some really cool, look at this brochure, folks. That's the one thing, and I didn't realize that Willow Lake was like a, I don't know, it's they're telling you all about the Loess Hills, and they have that visitor center up there, but they do have this nice pamphlet. We're going to definitely check this out. Taking that one with us. They have a Preparation Canyon State Park. That is one that they allow backpack. You can backpack in and camp, off-grid camp. That is something, that bedroll thing I was talking about earlier, that's something I want to do at, I want to start at Hitchcock just because I'm scared and I know the park really well. And then I'm going to move up to Preparation Canyon and do that. I know we do some van camping on here, but I also want to explore some different options for out in the woods. These folks also have, I'm just going to show you folks real quick. Bunch of brochures about, oh, let's grab that. This says RVing. Wow, that's interesting. Look at this. RVing in the Loess Hills. Oh, hey, when we get back to the van, we're going to go through these pamphlets. That's awesome. The other one, and I definitely, if you were interested, birding in the Loess Hills, they have a couple of pamphlets here. Good stuff. Here's a great park map. I like how it's drawn out. It's not a picture. It looks like it's a drawing. Oh, it's a topographical map. Has all the campsites in it. We're right there. Talks about the cabins. Says there's free Wi-Fi spot, and it's up at the office. Yeah, we're good. We don't need that. We're okay. Let me look here just a little bit more. Oh, here's the cabins. So cheapest option is $110 a night. They have one that's $160. 190 and then 220. This ponderosa pine, that thing is across the lake, and you can kind of see it right through there. Beautiful, beautiful looking cabin, and you'd be by yourself over there. Oh, here go the geese. First wave has taken off. Yeah, this is a really nice board. Love that it's lit. Good park, folks. Really, really good park. 2 thumbs up on the restrooms. We might be at a 5-star, right? Incredible general impression. I'm sure on a busy Saturday in June, might not feel the same, but oh wow, all these geese. There goes the last wave. That was pretty cool. Feel like they were cruising by to say hi. I don't think I'm going to do this whole trail. We're just going to go check it out. All right, we are dropping in, and as you can see, just an incredible light tonight. Just such a beautiful place to be. This tunnel's getting used quite a bit. And I'm guessing we're gonna have some coyote activity. Oh, here, I want to show you guys this. We're gonna do a little red tail ridge real quick. This is one of those, I don't know if you remember from Arrowhead. I believe they had this too, but it's a smart trail. Just scan that QR code with your phone, which is kind of cool. I appreciate that. A lot of kids love that stuff, and anything to get somebody out on a trail walking. They have a little holding pond here. It is kind of cool. They have a big trail camera set up over there. It's one of the big dog ones that I wonder if it's a live cam or something, but that's kind of cool. We're just gonna cruise into the forest here. Kind of looking forward to this. I don't have much light left, and we'll see how this goes, but we're gonna do some pictures, hopefully catch a little video, watching all those geese and stuff. Oh, I wanted to say too, they do have, and I appreciate they have a recycling besides just trash, and what a great option that is for a park to have that. Seems like it's a really progressive park, and this is one I do wish they'd be open all year. But they do shut it down evidently. All right, let's hit this trail. So the reason I'm not gonna go in there right now, like I said, it is deer season, but it's also rifle week, and even being right here on the edge of this, there's probably a deer hunter set up in here. It's a natural resources area, which means I'm guessing you're allowed to hunt in there a little bit. So I don't want to mess up some guy's hunt. We are going to climb this hill. Got to go up here, just pretty steep little deal here, but we're just going to go up to the top here and look out and see what we got. Well, with that sign there saying no hunting allowed, looks like this whole prairie is wide open for hiking. Like I said, I don't know if we're gonna go do the entire loop. Looks really nice. We're losing our light real quick. Beautiful vantage point. You know what? We gotta do some pictures up here. Hold on. Let's do this real quick. Oh, beautiful. Holy moly. 2, 3. Wow, look at that. I'm gonna shoot just a little bit. I'm gonna put the video away and drop some still pictures. And I think I'm gonna head down here. I wanna get a shot or two of the van from across, and I'll see you folks back at camp. We have made it back, folks. It is funny. Look how dark it is out, right? It's 5:20 right now. We're done with our daylight. I'm glad we got out. We got some great pictures. Holy cow. Just absolutely incredible. Here are our geese coming back in. Right now we're gonna get a fire going. Not in a huge hurry for dinner, but glad to be back. I just want to sit down a second. That ended up being quite the little walk. But man, do we have some incredible, look at how cool this light is tonight. Really glad I got this stuff up. Not a huge fan of putting this awning away when I go home in the morning, but man, it just makes camp so much more comfortable. And glad I threw the lights up again today. So got to keep remembering that. I just forget sometimes when we're in different places. But right now, let's get a fire started. Only people in the park, besides these geese. Might have to call a DNR on them, being rowdy. I wonder if this is their party night. Like, hey, let's all meet over at Chuck's. I was going to show you a beverage we're going to have tonight. Just want to try it out. And got car pulling in, of course. This is a long route peanut butter porter. Not usually a craft beer guy, but I wanted to try a little peanut butter with fall. Thought it'd be kind of a good beer to try out here in camp. I'm usually a Coors Light type guy, so we'll this up and give it a shot. I do believe they allow alcoholic beverages, but not till 10, and you can't have like a keg or something. But I'm wondering if this is one of those you're supposed to pour into a glass. We'll just go with it. We're all right, huh? Not getting a ton of peanut butter taste, a lot of porter taste. It's good. I don't know. It's kind of bitter for me. Oh, it says it's an ale. I did not know that. I'm not an ale guy. Is a porter an ale? You guys tell me. I do not know. I know Coors, and I know Coors Light, and I know I like those. I did not know this was. That's what I'm getting. It's just kind of bitter. I'm not getting a lot of like peanut butter at all. Would that be something that's settled into the bottom? I don't know these craft beers at all, folks. I'm gonna have this one. Don't know if I'll have another one or not. I'm gonna enjoy this. As you can see, I have the fire going. We got a great little fire pit here. The rain so far has completely stayed away, which of course, as soon as I thought it was supposed to rain, it doesn't. I do like having the awning up and the lights and all that, so I'm not too disappointed about that, but it's given it a chance to dry out from Maquoketa Caves State Park. So it's given it a chance to dry out from that. And I'll see you folks at dinner. Cheers. Alright, sorry, I was playing some music there. We had to overlay. Let's see how this handle works. I'm very impressed. And it's like, why wouldn't Ram do that in the first place? It's just so you can see this is the old one and this is the new one. So I don't know if you folks can see that or not. Look at this. And it's all about leverage. That's all it is. So this is pulling, well, this is going to pull, and you have more leverage, bigger handle. All right, folks, first time, new handle. Too easy. Folks, hopefully we don't kill the power. I'm going to go turn the heat off real quick. Wiped off a little bit here. That bacon is smelling delicious. I about have the pancake batter here. So it's applewood, bacon, and blueberry pancakes. I figure we're getting our fruits, right? Getting all the food groups covered with some protein, carbohydrates, and fruit, even if it's blueberry pancake fruit. Well, I think that bacon is about ready, and we're gonna have 2 or 3 really nice pancakes here. It should be about perfect. How perfect does that look? All right, let's get our pancakes going here. I'm gonna wait for that to cool off just a second before I try it. I've got some good bacon grease up here, and I'm just gonna use that for now. I did pick up some spray if I need it on the griddle, but I think we're just gonna go with the bacon grease for now. Folks, I think these are going to turn out pretty well. I'm excited for this. Oh yeah. Oh, put that little guy right there. Wait, that was the perfect amount of bacon grease that was left. And look at that. Awesome. Those are about ready. Let's get a plate. Exciting. Wow. All right, folks, I'm excited for dinner. I'll see you as soon as I'm done with this. We got blueberry pancakes. It's interesting, the smell of that maple syrup, you can tell it's like really good. Let's see, before we head out to the fire, let's see how this tastes. Did someone say fire? Because that's how those blueberry pancakes turned out. They are on fire. Oh man. Wow. Really, really good. I haven't done breakfast in camp in a long time. Really simple. I'm really glad I grabbed the griddle. 3 G words right in a row. Wow. Glad I grabbed the griddle. Nice. Yeah, me and Dr. Seuss got it going on. All right, folks. We'll see you after dinner. This tastes really, really good. It's warm and yeah, fulfilling. Yeah, tastes really good. We'll see you out at the fire. Bacon is perfect. Great smells, great flavors. Well, folks, hang out here by the fire a minute. Just want to warm up a second. I saw on Facebook somebody said to put your camp chair like you're going to sit up by the fire and then put some reflectix in it, and it kind of made sense to me. They said if you, I'm going to flip it like that, but they said the heat, which it's a weird deal, but I think it kind of makes sense. Instead of the heat going through, and especially down here where there's air, it blocks that and keeps the heat in. Folks, I think we cracked the code on winter camp. Yeah, it's warm. I can feel it. Well, folks, we're just... Oh, holy cow, you can't even see me. What's the matter? There we are. Hey. Well, folks, we were just hanging out by the fire. Several huge rumbles of thunder, which they said that was going to be a chance. But then I do have like 2 or 3 big waves of rain coming. I'm like, you know what? Let's just cut our losses. It's 9 o'clock right now. I've been outside since we got here. How nice is that? Wake up next to a lake. It's kind of a beautiful morning out here. Folks, we slept great last night. It's 8:30, and I went to bed, I think, at 10, maybe 10:30. Slept a long time in there. I feel all puffy. Yeah. But slept incredibly. Just having electric and keeping it super warm in there. It was 72 all night long, so couldn't have been better sleeping. It gets so dark in there too. It's a little mini cave or something. The geese are yelling at me this morning. Folks, you gotta tell me, I gotta put a hat on right away when I get up. Not used to doing that. Oh, it was a mess. Folks, we're getting out of here. Salute you, each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel. We're gonna go 4.5 stars on this campground. 4.5 out of 5. Very, very nice campground. The only thing that's not gonna half of a star is sites are very close together. So if there were a lot of people in here, this would not be a choice for me. Other parks can handle a lot of people a little bit better, but this seems like in a busy peak time, I would not want to stay here. So you got to ding them for that, right? Got some people coming out to walk their dogs. Speaking of, I got to get home and walk my dogs. They're waiting for me. They are always upset when I head out for camp. Folks, have a great week. This was a good one. I hope you enjoyed it. Fire last night was awesome. We did get quite a bit of rain and thunder and lightning. The only thing is, man, that was right when I was tired and I was out. All right, everybody, we'll see you next week. Let me know if you have any ideas on places to stay and visit. Anything you want to see. Whew. All right, we made it. We got everything. Easy pickup. Glad I put the awning away last night. All right, we're out of here.